Good morning. Wow, it's another day. Grateful to be here, grateful to be alive, grateful to have this privilege to live in a world where opportunity abounds, blessings and abundance abound, and the privilege to live correct principles, to learn what those are so that I can prove them, that is live them, and as a result of living them, be filled with further light and truth and be filled with the fruits of living correct principles like the law of the harvest. You plant a seed or several seeds and you get this abundance, this plethora of seeds. The law of nature works that way. When you are wise stewards over the small amounts you're given many fold, not 10x, tenfold, meaning instead of 10 times 10 getting 100, you get 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times, not times 10, excuse me, 10, 10 times 10, which would give you 100, 100 times 100, and then on and on and on. So, for example, many of you have probably heard of the question, would you much rather have $1 million to given to you right now or a penny doubled every day for a month? Well, a lot of people off the cuff might say, "Oh, just a penny a day, doubled." Yeah, I think I'd much rather have 1 million right now. And the beauty of doubling or folding is that that penny over a 30-day fold is becomes about $10 million. So what the point here is that when Christ taught about um, exchanging our talents and growing and multiplying them through the parable of the talents. And by the way, over 50% of his parables that he taught were about money. Um, they, because it was in a common understanding. People understood it. People used it every day. And and anyhow, with the parable, he says you need to exchange these things. You don't just hold on to them and cleave unto them and hoard them. No, you exchange them and multiply them. Just like planting the seed, you put your money into action, you put it into use, and then it comes back to you manyfold, many fold. So for years, I've studied the teachings of Christ and I've strove to live them and strove to develop this character, these perfections, these attributes. And the money thing has been such an issue because for years I've wanted to have a great abundance, but at the same time I think no, you can't do that. The love of money is evil, blah blah blah, the root of all evil. But it's not about serving money. It's about befriending money, making money a friend of yours that will serve with you, that will enable you to do greater service to your fellow man. Because if you're poor, you can't serve as much, you can't give as much. But when you have financial wealth, you are in a position to serve more. You have time freedom. You have resource freedom. You don't have to say, okay, let's consider. All right, well, let's look at this. Like, okay, let's be wise here. Let's. We only have so many resources, so we can only allocate so much here, but so much there. But when you have abundance, you can say, oh, we can do this. We can do this, and we can do this too. This is it is a great privilege to have access to financial resources. It is a great privilege to have abundance because in so doing, you are being a wise steward over those resources and you're given more. And when you're given more, you can serve more and you can help more. And that's what emulating Christ is all about. When you emulate him, you worship God the Father through the teachings of Jesus Christ, and you become one with them, which includes great abundance. Usually, I'd like to start off with a. Um, I just realized I skipped my quote. Let's do this. So this is James Allen for today. Believe that life of perfect holiness is possible. So believing, so aspiring, so meditating, divinely sweet and beautiful will be your spiritual experiences, and glorious the revelations that will enrapture your inward vision as you realize the divine love, the divine justice, the perfect law of good, or God. Great will be your bliss, and deep your peace. Old things will pass away, and all things will become new. The veil of the material universe, so dense and impenetrable to the eye of error, so thin and gazy to the eye of truth, will be lifted, and the spiritual universe will be revealed. Time will cease, and you will live only in eternity. Change and mortality will no more cause you anxiety and sorrow, for you will become established in the unchangeable and will dwell in the very heart of immortality. He the who believes climbs rapidly the heavenly hills. Oh, so belief is massive. Belief is fantastic. It's needed. If you believe you're a pauper, you're going to be a pauper. If you believe you're a son of God or a daughter of God, you're going to become abundant because you want to. Why? So you can serve more people. It's not about building your empire, it's about building his kingdom come. And if everyone's poor, how can you have his kingdom come? This book here is by a guy named Wallace Wattles. It was written in 1910, and it's called The Science of Getting Rich. And in it, he says the following. In this book, I shall not speak of riches in a figurative way. To be really rich does not mean to be satisfied or contented with a little. No man ought to be satisfied with a little if he is capable of using and enjoying more. I got to pause for a second there. I love that notion because we learned in the Book of Mormon that when you say, hey, I've got enough, I'm good where I am, that which was given to you is taken away. So we need to continually seek after more. I'm reminded of the song from The Greatest Showman, never enough, never enough. Well, there is never enough because there's always more growth. And it's not about greed and saying building more and more storehouses so I don't ever have to work again. No, it's about giving more. It's about loving more. It's about serving more. And the more you receive, the more you can give, the more you can be abundant and bless other people, even opulent. And you can give life, give joy, and share not just finances, not just giving people money, but giving of your talents. Be free with your substance. Be free with how you got to where you are. Share what it is that got you where you are. So I'll continue with this quote about enjoying more. The purpose of nature is the advancement and unfoldment of life, and every man should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To be content with less is sinful. So when I hear the word sinful, to me, that is explained in the Doctrine and Covenants. It essentially says that sin is when you don't come unto Christ. Sin is when you don't hear, or you hear his voice, but you don't do. And he invites you to come unto him, to be made whole, to turn your burdens over to him, to have life abundant, to have peace, and to enjoy the fruits of the Spirit. And when you are square with him and you are wise steward over the small things you've been given, you are given more. And when you're given more, that enables you to give more. So I invite you to consider your ways, consider how you can be more abundant, how you can give more, how you can love more, how you can serve more. And when you do that, you'll be given away. And I found a way for me. I found a way that teaches me from a mentor who became a self-made millionaire in 17 months, teaching me a path to do that. And I'd like to help 1,000 disciples befriend money so that they can be better servants, so that they can make $100,000 in 90 days, so that they can serve more give more, buy back their time instead of being so have such little time, being gone 10 hours a day from your family, or even 8 hours a day. Like, you need time with your family. You need time to study, to learn greater things, because when it's all said and done at the end of life, is it the house and the two cars that's going to get you, that's going to help you advance in the world to come? No, it's what you learn in this life and what you implement and how you grew and how you served and how you loved. And when you are working 10 hours plus a day building someone else's business, someone else's empire, you are missing out on the opportunity you have to build his kingdom, to learn of his ways, and to learn higher laws, and to develop and grow as an individual who is emulating Christ and prospering. Why? So you can serve more people. Thank you for joining me today. Let's do this.